Today, I'm going to be sharing some motivation and a little bit of hard truth for some of you. We're going to be talking about the truth of discipline. See, most tutors think that discipline is something that they need to find, right? But what if I told you, you already have it? You show up for your students when you're tired. You've prepped for lessons after a long day. You've done the hard things when no one was watching. So it's not about learning discipline. It's about using it. Because the truth is, discipline is not punishment. It's the bridge between the tutor you are now and the business that you dream of building. And if you're ready to stop waiting for motivation and start moving with intention, this is the video that's going to show you how to. Discipline is the bridge between the tutor you are and the business you dream of. It's not a punishment. It's the daily choice to keep showing up even when it's hard. If you'd like to inspire a tutor in your life today, share this video. And while you're here, make sure to like and subscribe. And did you know that over 80% of the people who watch videos on this channel haven't subscribed yet? Don't miss out. Subscribe now to stay motivated, informed, and up to date on everything happening in the online tutoring world. Now, every tutor already has discipline, right? I talked about how you show up for your students, you lesson plan, you stay up late grading, and you've done what's needed to be done, even when it wasn't convenient. So it's not that we can't be disciplined. It's that sometimes when it comes to growing our business, we don't want to be. And that's okay, but it's also the truth. Discipline isn't a special skill other people were born with. It's a decision, one you make every day to follow through on the things that move your business forward. Now, you already have the ability, you just need to use it on purpose. See, our minds, they're always going to trick us into wanting to take the easy route. Maybe it's about sleeping in a little longer, skipping that post this week, putting off that follow-up message until tomorrow. But here's the truth. Discipline isn't difficult. It's practice. And the tricky part is that discipline isn't something you can see, right? It's internal. And because it feels like part of who we are, our habits, our willpower, our mindset, we start to believe that it's fixed. But it's not. You can train discipline the same way that you train any other skill. Every time you follow through on something, even on something small, you lift the ceiling on what you're capable of. And that's how confidence grows. Not from waiting until it feels easy, but from proving to yourself that you can keep a promise to your future business. Now, most people think that discipline stinks. They think it means saying no. No to eating what you want, no to doing whatever you want, and no to freedom. But here's the truth. Nobody feels more stuck than the person with no self-control, no boundaries, and no structure. Because without discipline, what do you really get? Are you going to have a steady flow of students without discipline? No. Are you going to grow your income, stay organized, or feel confident in your business without it? No. Discipline isn't punishment. It's the path to peace, knowing that you're in control, not your emotions, not your schedule, and not your excuses. If you want to make progress in your tutoring business, real, measurable progress, you've got to have discipline. It's not restriction, it's freedom in disguise. Now, there's a bridge between what you see in your head and what you hold in your hands. And that bridge is called discipline. Discipline is pressing forward when it's not easy. It's pushing towards your goal despite delays, distractions, and doubts, even when others don't see the vision that you do. It's showing up for your business even when no one's applauding. It's creating that post, it's sending that email or filming that video, not because it's fun, but because it's necessary. That's what discipline looks like. Doing the work you don't always love, like you do love it, because you know it's leading somewhere that matters. Now, there are 3 things that you need to know about discipline. And if you master these 3, you can accomplish anything you want in your tutoring business and in life. So write this down. Number 1, get enough sleep and plan your day the night before. If you can't be disciplined, if you're exhausted and you can't stay consistent, if you wake up with no plan, Sleep isn't just rest. It is a reset. It restores your focus, your patience, your decision-making, and your emotional stability. If you're running on fumes, discipline doesn't stand a chance. A good night's sleep actually starts the moment you wake up. The choices you make during the day, how active you are, how you manage stress, how you wind down, they all impact how deeply you sleep that night. And when you sleep better, everything works better. Your lessons flow smoother. Your ideas come easier. Your patience with students and parents grows. More people need around 7 to 8 hours to sleep. But here's the real measure. You should wake up without an alarm and feel rested. Now, if you're not there yet, that is your first step, because you can't be disciplined, creative, or consistent until your body and mind have the rest they need to show up fully. The second thing I need you to hear is this. Time block your day, especially in the morning. Don't miss this one. It's not about writing a to-do list and hoping you get through it. It's about being intentional with your time. Your morning sets the tone for everything else. So ask yourself, what does your morning routine look like right now? For me, it starts with light. Get as much natural light as you can within the first hours of waking. Hydrate, drink some water. Then, before you touch your phone, email, or social media, take care of a few critical tasks. Do one mentally challenging thing, if you can, and one physically challenging thing each day. Maybe the mentally challenging thing is outlining your next blog post, recording a short video, or organizing your student notes. That is something that's going to strengthen your focus mode. A physically challenging thing may be lifting weights. It might be going for a run and pushing yourself just a little bit more. It might be going for a walk and walking as fast as you possibly can. These are things that are going to help you when you do them. This is what discipline looks like in practice. It's not rushing, it's not reacting, but it's directing your energy. Now, most of us are at our mental peak between 6 a.m. and noon. That's when your brain is the sharpest, your willpower is strongest, and your distractions haven't taken over yet. So use that time to do the work that moves your business forward, not just the work that keeps you busy. The third key to discipline is emotional maturity. What does that mean? Well, it means doing hard things on purpose every single day. An emotionally immature person only acts when they feel motivated. They'll do something hard once if the timing feels right. But an emotionally mature person, they are disciplined to do something hard 1,000 times, even when the feeling isn't there. Emotional maturity is realizing that some days you're not going to sleep well. Some days your plans will fall apart. Some days you just won't feel like showing up, but you still do. You still follow through because your purpose, your students, your business, your goals, they matter more than your mood. When you let your emotions decide your actions, your results become unpredictable. But when you train yourself to act despite how you feel, that's where growth begins. Now, here's the science behind it. Your brain actually builds discipline. There's a structure called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, and studies show that every time you do something hard and you don't want to, this part of the brain strengthens. It's like a muscle. So when you consistently choose discomfort, whether it's recording the video, sending the follow-up email, or tackling a tough lesson plan, you're literally rewiring your brain for perseverance. And that's why discipline and emotional maturity go hand in hand. The more you practice doing hard things, the stronger your willpower gets and the freer you become. Now, sometimes we talk about pushing through adversity, but let's be honest, most of us, what we face today isn't adversity. It's just things that stink, right? It's not tragedy. It's not crisis. Maybe it's writing the blog post when you're tired, right? Maybe it's showing up on camera when you don't feel confident. Maybe it's sending the follow-up message when you'd rather avoid it. That's not adversity. It's just uncomfortable. And discipline is deciding to do it anyway. So it really comes down to one question. Do you actually want this successful online tutoring business or not? Because here's what most people do. They quit, but they don't call it quitting. Nope. They tell themselves, oh, I was just too busy this week, or I wasn't getting engagement anyway, or I'll restart when things calm down. Those aren't reasons, you guys. They're excuses. And excuses will take everything you've ever wanted from you if you let them. They make you feel a little better in the moment, like it wasn't your fault, but they quietly steal your progress, your confidence, and your momentum. Now, here's the truth. When you strip the excuses away and admit, this didn't happen because I didn't follow through, it hurts, right? But now it's also freeing because the problem is you. Then the solution is also you. And that is ownership. And that's where real discipline begins. How you frame what's happening in your life and business changes everything. If you frame a business challenge as a setback, you're going to get stuck in frustration. But if you frame that same challenge as an opportunity to build a stronger system, a better process, or a more resilient mindset, then it becomes something that grows you, not something that breaks you. And the same goes for personal struggles. When you see them as chances to stretch, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself, suddenly the hard stuff starts to feel meaningful. Those moments that seemed horrible, the cancellations, the slow months, the technology issues, they're not happening to you. They're happening for you. They're shaping you into the kind of person who can handle success when it arrives. And when you finally let go of the excuses, when you can look at your situation and say, this is on me, it is not just humbling. It is freeing because now you are in control. You're not waiting on luck or timing or someone else's permission. You have the power to change your outcomes. And that's a beautiful thing. To realize that your discipline, your choices, and your effort, the very tools that shape your destiny. At the end of the day, discipline is the difference between wishing for a better life and building one. You can have the best ideas, the most beautiful vision, the biggest heart for helping kids, but without discipline, it all stays potential. Discipline is what moves you from inspiration to impact, and what turns goals into habits, habits into consistency, and consistency into real results for you, your students, and your business. It's not punishment. It's not about perfection. It's about doing what matters even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one's watching, even when it feels slow, because every small act of discipline is a promise kept to yourself. And those promises build trust, the kind of self-trust that fuels confidence, momentum, and freedom. So if you've been waiting for motivation, stop waiting. If you've been telling yourself someday, make it today. You already have everything you need. Now it's about showing up with discipline and watching what happens when you do. And if you are looking for help in order to be able to get all of this done and get that discipline that you have always wanted and know exactly what actions you need to take, then check us out at the Insider Secrets Club. I'll put a link inside of the description so that you can learn more.